At one point, you were working with Rod Diggs.
Free Rod Diggs, man.
Yeah. You guys had how many songs together?
A bunch. Me and Rod had a damn.
Yeah, 'cause you guys were like in a group, right?
Yeah. We actually it was a group. Me, Rod Diggs, and Waka Flocka.
Right.
We was calling it the Murder Team. Shout out to my guy Waka Flocka. Definitely, man.
You know, if you have some pending murders, calling a group the Murder Team might not be the best choice.
Yeah.
Because he ultimately was convicted of murder.
He's still working on trying to get out,
No,
man.
I
But
get
yeah,
it.
no, I know. But yeah, those are things that he was convicted of and certain things
Right.
that they alleged saying that he didn't all that shit.
I'm not
like
saying
that.
he did or didn't do it.
Of course.
Right. At the end of the day, I don't know Rod Diggs. I was a fan of his music.
Of course.
But he's ultimately doing life for murder right now. Was there a talk, when you guys were discussing the name, did he say, hey, man?
You know what it was? I'm called Uncle Murda, right?
Yes.
And it's me and Rob. We running around doing music. We got hook up with Waka Flocka. That's our guy. Shout out to Waka.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't think about it like that. We was just like, yo, we running around. We doing some music together, shooting videos. We like, yo, we the Murder Team. It was just like, yo, that's it. We the Murder Team. It wasn't too much. We didn't think about it. We didn't think about nothing like that.
Well, how'd you know Rod Diggs?
We met through music. I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think my guy DJ Booth actually hooked us up.
Okay.
In the club, I was in Brooklyn one time and he introduced us. And then from there, we just got tight.
Well, because he had a relatively short run because he got out of prison, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then, maybe 2 years, he was
Yeah.
out, running around with you, doing music, whatever else, and then, boom, he gets
Definitely.
arrested.
Mhm.
Did you know about his pending case?
Nah, I didn't know about none of that was going on. I
Okay,
wasn't
so you just
familiar.
kept that all to himself.
Yeah, he kept. I wasn't familiar. He felt like it was some things that might have been happening, but I wasn't too familiar with what was going on.
Okay. Do you remember the day you got arrested?
Yeah, we was actually supposed to go meet up with Waka Flocka. I think Waka Flocka had a album release, and me and Rod Diggs was actually on the album.
Okay.
So we was actually on our way to go meet up with Waka Flocka to go to his party in the city.
What happened?
And I know we was in separate cars. We was there. We go to pull up to the party, and police was actually waiting at the party.
Huh.
Yeah, they was actually parked up outside the party and all that shit. And then we was on our way. Then they snatched him up. I didn't even see when he actually got snatched up. I was a couple cars behind.
Huh.
And then he got snatched up. Yeah,
Did you speak to him after he got arrested?
of course,
Okay.
of course.
And was he tell you how serious it was? Or was it like, I'm about to get bailed out soon, I'll be good?
Nah, he was just speaking like, yo, damn, man, I'm just gonna, see how this shit play out, man. He was just, he was positive though, man. I ain't gonna front, you can't break Rod Diggs, man. Rod Diggs is strong-minded, man. He was positive. Even still to this day, just positive-minded, so.
Right, but then you find out that it's not a little minor situation.
Yes.
It's a serious situation. He wasn't given bail, I don't think. And
No.
then, did he plead out or did he go to trial?
Went to trial.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of plea he got?
It wasn't a good one.
Oh, it's like a 20-year
Yeah, it wasn't a
type
good
plea.
one. Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
Did you go to his trial?
Yeah, I went.
Really?
Yeah, I went.
How was that trial like?
I actually tried to speak up on his behalf.
Really?
As a character reference. I
Okay, so-
I try to
Hold on a second.
I try to speak up for
Your
my
Honor?
guy, Rod Diggs.
Uncle Murda would like to take the stand.
That's my guy.
And talk about this murder suspect's character.
Yeah.
Uncle Murda, please.
That's my boy. Rod Diggs, that's my brother, man. And he appreciated that so much, man. He
Sure.
called me so much after, yo, boy.
Wait, so you actually did it?
I can't believe you actually did that for me.
Wait, so you actually got on the stand?
Yeah, I actually got on the stand speaking up for him.
Okay, do they
Just letting them know a lot of shit, because they was trying to use a lot of stuff he said in the music.
Right.
They was trying to use music stuff. So then when I got there, I was trying to let them know sometimes rappers say things in their music that's not true. Just to, that's how we sell ourselves to do certain things. And I'm in the courtroom, they asked me, well, you got shot in the head, and you spoke about that on record, trying to prove what rapper says is true. And then that's when I let them know. I said, see, for instance, I said, I didn't really get shot in my head.
Oh, is that where the real story came out?
Yeah, well, that's what I told myself. I said, see, I didn't really get shot in my head. Huh. I said, a piece of glass from when I got shot at in the car cut my head. I said, but me being a rapper, I decided to say I got shot in the head to use that as promotion. People try to, I got shot. I said, the police shot me. I said, but that's what sometimes rappers do. You might take an experience you go through, and then you enhance it a little bit. You exaggerate it a little bit. I said, so y'all trying to say he did all these things because of what he's saying in his music might not be the case. It could be exaggerated. Just like y'all thinking I got shot in my head and it was glass that cut me. But y'all ain't here in the courtroom saying you this, that, and the third, but y'all don't even know the half because I could just say what I want as a rapper.
So what exactly happened? Because I remember back when we were like doing DVDs and stuff like that, I was thinking you got shot in the head because that story was circulating. So what exactly happened?
I mean, I was in a car, they got shot up. I actually really thought it was the police for a minute because I got a history with the police in the neighborhood. People could check up on the 75th precinct. They got a reputation. You can look at Bed Air. They even did a whole documentary on them on Netflix. They was like the worst precinct in the country.
Which precinct was it?
The 75th precinct in East New York, Brooklyn.
I think I interviewed one of those guys.
Probably did. So they got like the worst precinct in damn near at one time in the country. So 75th precinct was real crooked. So me and my guys growing up, we done had allegedly shootouts with the police, all type of shit, just growing up in my neighborhood. That's even on my record, my rap sheet, attempt murder on police, things of that nature like that, right? So, yeah, when the situation happened with me getting shot, I was like, yo, fuck it, the police shot me in the head. Just to use that, hip-hop police came to the hospital and all that, and I told them, yeah, one of y'all shot me in the head. And they was even there like, yo, Murda, you ain't get shot, though. Motherfucker, you got grazed. And I was like, yeah, the glass cut me. You looking up the 75th precinct thing?
Yep. I interviewed Michael Dowd.
Look at that.
From the 75th precinct.
Okay.
Where he talked about when you would find a drug bust or whatever, you would take a kilo here, half a kilo there, whatever else. But at one point, you actually graduated to buying kilos yourself and selling the kilos. So you essentially became a full-blown drug dealer.
Correct.
At one point. Every crime you could pretty much think of while having a badge.
Definitely.
Yep.
So that's the neighborhood I grew up.
This guy right here.
Yeah, they did they had a whole special in them guys. So yeah,
I did the interview after the documentary came out.
Yeah, so
exactly. So I actually interviewed one of the guys that was messing with you.
So that's I'm not sure he might have been a little bit before my era,
he was
but
a little older.
It was still how they all roll over there. That's how it was, man.
Okay, so who actually shot you? Or shot at you?
I mean, I don't. You think I'm gonna go on Vlad TV and say, yo, these guys over here were shooting? It was the police, Vlad. That's why they be trying to say Vlad the police. You be asking the questions that they would have asked. But no, it was just me getting shot at.
Okay.
It was me getting shot at.
Well, number one, we're talking about past the statute of limitations.
Of course, statute of limitations on shit.
Sometimes people in these type of situations have passed on, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Of course.
I'm not trying to get anyone locked up.
Of course.
But sometimes these are situations you can't talk about.
No, you're right.
If this case you can't, then that's it. I'll go on to a different topic.
And if you answer the question the wrong way, that's your motherfucking
That's your fault. Exactly. Okay, so you took the stand at Rod Diggs' trial. Were you there for the verdict?
No, I wasn't there for the verdict.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there
but
for
the verdict was guilty.
Yeah.
And it was life in prison.
Yeah.
When you heard about it, how'd you feel?
Hurt. You let's say your brother, somebody that you was rocking with every day. Cause me and Rob was getting up doing music damn near every day, shooting videos, just scheming on trying to make shit happen. So when that happened, it was just like, damn. And me knowing how bad he wanted to try to make the music thing happen and everything. So yeah, I was hurt when that happened, man.